Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today, Pakistan stands like a steel giant on the world map, a nuclear state, an atomic fortress, a warrior nation protected by the most battle hardened military on earth. And let this be carved in stone. Anyone who dares malign the heroes who built this shield is not challenging a person, they are challenging the very spine of Pakistan, and that spine does not bend. Now, listen with your full attention. Number one, I am unveiling the legacy of a man whose blood, sweat, and genius helped Pakistan rise as a nuclear superpower, a hero targeted only because the enemies of the state fear the power he helped create. Number two, we are smashing open Articles 17 and 19 and exposing how Niazi, a compulsive agitator, keeps twisting them to attack the same institutions that keep this nation alive, while he played politics. Number three, after that, the gloves come off. A ruthless point-by-point annihilation of Imran Khan's delusional, self-obsessed and baseless accusations against Pakistan's armed forces. Number four, and finally, Senator Khurram Shahzad's tweet, the hard facts, the truth, the evidence, thrown directly into the face of those who believe slander the military without consequences. Well, this is a warning shot, a declaration that Pakistan's armed forces are untouchable, unshakable, and undefeatable. The first segment, a brief intro of a national hero. He's 87 years old and currently living a quiet, low-profile life in Islamabad. He was born in 1940 in Amritsar into a Rajput family to Muhammad Sharif. Very few Pakistanis know the milestones he achieved and the services he rendered for the country and the nation, services for which he was awarded the Sitara-e-Imtiaz. After receiving his early education in Amritsar, he migrated to Pakistan at the time of partition and completed his FSc from Government College, Lahore. After obtaining an engineering degree, he joined the Atomic Energy Commission, and from there, he went to England for higher studies. He completed his MS in Nuclear Reactor Control Engineering from the University of Manchester and then returned to Pakistan. It is said that he secretly traveled to Holland to bring Dr. Abdul Qadir Khan to Pakistan. Eventually, Pakistan succeeded in developing the nuclear bomb, and he played a major role in this joint effort. For some time, he was kept under house arrest in Islamabad. In 2001, he was released, and since then, he has written numerous remarkable books on Islam and science. Well, my first introduction to him was through his famous book, Quran, a challenge, a scientific miracle. In this book, he used mathematics and scientific calculations to explain verse 25 of Surah Al-Kahf, showing how the people of the cave stayed in their cave 300 years by the solar calendar and 309 years by the lunar calendar. Believe me, this one explanation astonished me so much that I was compelled to read more of his books. Yes, I am talking about the nuclear scientist Mr. Sultan Bashiruddin Mahmood, the father of Lieutenant General Ahmad Sharif Chaudhry, the current and the 22nd Director General of ISPR. Segment 2. Now let's talk about Articles 17 and 19 and how they are maligned. What does the Article 17, Freedom of Association, say? Clause number 1. Every citizen shall have the right to form associations or unions subject to any reasonable restrictions imposed by law in the interest of sovereignty or integrity of Pakistan, public order or morality. Clause number 2. Every citizen not being in the service of Pakistan shall have the right to form or be a member of a political party subject to any reasonable restrictions imposed by law in the interest of the sovereignty or integrity of Pakistan, and such law shall provide that where the federal government declares that any political party has been formed or is operating in a manner prejudicial to the sovereignty or integrity of Pakistan, the federal government shall, within 15 days of such declaration, refer the matter to the Supreme Court of Pakistan, whose decision on such reference shall be final. What does Article 19 state? It says every citizen shall have the right of freedom of speech and expression, and there shall be freedom of the press, subject to any reasonable restrictions imposed by law in the interest of the glory of Islam or the integrity, security, and defense of Pakistan or any part thereof. Friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency, or morality, or in relation to contempt of court, in commitment to an offense. Well, Imran Niazi, every step he takes, every action he performs, and every thought he has is messy, destructive, and chaotic. Every sentence Niazi speaks, every statement he makes, every claim he puts forward is a poisoned arrow aimed directly at the people of Pakistan. His politics revolve around hypocrisy, deception, and hostility towards Pakistan. Every act of his, every decision, every so-called strategy leads only to the harm of our homeland. His role in shaking the foundations of the country, weakening the institutions, and dividing the nation is no longer hidden from anyone except for those who choose to be blind. Where Pakistan's interest begins, Niazi's conspiracies are born. The outcome of his thinking and actions is nothing but chaos, unrest, and national damage. Segment 3. Now, look at this tweet. Let me give you a rebuttal to Imran Khan's baseless accusations. Imran Khan's claims are not just misleading. They reflect a deeply disturbed mindset. He paints himself as a victim of cruelty, yet fails to offer even the slightest shred of evidence. If Noreen Niazi was dragged on the road, where is the video? PTI workers were present there recording everything on their phones, yet not a single clip exists to support this allegation. That alone exposes the lie. Dr. Yasmin Rashid, she's not imprisoned for her age or medical condition. She's serving legal sentence in the 9th May case for inciting violent attacks on state institutions. The courts convicted her, not General Syed Asim Munir. Similarly, Bushra Bibi is not a political hostage. She has been convicted in corruption cases with documented evidence and due legal procedures have been followed. So what's the problem? This entire statement is a projection of Imran Khan's own grandiosity and paranoia. He imagines himself as a savior and portrays everyone else as judges, army, government as villains conspiring against him. They don't need to. The real mental instability is visible in the way he manufactures fantasies and expects the nation to believe them without proof. Well, that is not going to happen. Segment 4, the tweet by Senator Khurram Shehzad. Well, we question his lies here. Let me put this straight in your face. We have deliberately stayed away from political mudslinging because our focus has always been the security and sovereignty of Pakistan, not any political party. Your repeated attacks, your silence on our martyrs, and your consistent use of the very language promoted by India and Afghanistan have left us with no choice but to respond. For 4 years, when nearly 4,000 civilian soldiers and police personnel in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa were targeted by the Khawarij, you remained silent. You did not speak when our soldiers were martyred. You did not speak when our civilians bled. You did not speak when Ahmed Zaib was assaulted simply for saying Pakistan Zindabad. Yet today, when a known apologist of the Khawarij, someone whose rhetoric mirrors yours, is confronted by the same militants, suddenly you find your voice. We do not align with any political faction. Our loyalty is solely to Pakistan, but when your narrative repeatedly echoes talking points of India and Afghanistan, and when your statements undermine national unity and embolden hostile actors, you push us into the very political arena we avoided. So we the people of Pakistan. So let us ask you plainly, are you standing with Pakistan or with those who seek to weaken it? The nation deserves clarity. This is your very own Fariha Farooq. You're watching 360 Digital English. Take care. Allah Hafiz.